live and direct. Extension of the crowd. Give this child some ankle weight. His head is in the clouds. Yeah. It's like 2 a.m., buddy. It's time to go live. Maybe asking why 2 a.m. on a Thursday night. It's because it's the 4th of July weekend. I have the night off. More specifically, I have tomorrow off. Oh man, that AC feels incredible. It's good to be back home. To be back in the land of the living. It feels good. Feels good, buddy. It feels good. Hello. I'm back. Did you miss me, everyone? I don't think you missed me. Someone instant messaged me. Yeah, an email. I disconnected for a second. Live chat. And you may be wondering, what's going on with me? Let's get in my room. It's a bit quieter. There we go. That's a little bit better audio for everyone. Hey. Do you know what today is? Today is July 3rd, which means we're 18 days closer till next year's Juneteenth, baby. Woo! I landed on the chair. Let's clear off some room here. It was excellent, guys. Coming home to a beautiful night like this, just enjoying life. Uh-oh, I'm not getting any viewers. I have no viewers. No! Discord. Hit again. You have me. Hey, bro. What's up? Guess what? Today is July the 3rd. So, I ordered these joysticks online for my arcade cabinet. I got these. They come with square gates? Who the fuck's in square gates for a joystick? You want us in octagonal gates. See that? That's garbage. This is just like cheap crap shit. It's Sam. Nothing's up, bro? I'm sorry to hear that. You gotta do something about that. But yeah, if you get joysticks, you better have octagonal gates. I don't care if you're playing Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, or Street Fighter Third Strike. You don't. This is garbage. This is just horseshit. This is nothing. Like, who the fuck wants that? They didn't, even back in the day, they didn't have that shit. They had like real gates on their thing. They didn't even have gates. They just had, this is just mimicking what a old school arcade stick would do, but it was not like this. It was octagonal. Give me that octagon. 8 ways. I suppose one should not start streaming so late. So maybe asking yourself, why? Why this? Yeah, I'm just not feeling this. How are you playing to adverse TV channel? How do I plan to advertise? I don't think I'm going to advertise. I think it's Ron Paul 2020. Yo, it's gonna happen, boys. Dup's gonna get BTFO'd finally. I don't think I can advertise TV channel. It goes against like the whole point. Not the whole point of the site. I want people to come. I want new people on the site. That's the thing. But can't do it through advertising. You have to have people naturally come to you. It has to be a place people find, not a place you bring people to, unfortunately. This has to be the nature of it. If it gets going too fast, too hard, it becomes a problem. Because people get attention, might shut it down, might be bad. But yes, remember, Vote anyone but Dub this election sequence. I'm gonna throw up. Can I throw up live? Is that against the rules? Throw organically. It's not that I wanted to, it just needs to. It can't. You can't force this shit. If you try to make. If the site doesn't work, the site doesn't work. You know, you can't do anything about it. It's not even a measure of, God, I'm gonna throw up. Please, God, help me. Fuck. Do it. Just might. Okay. Too extreme. I don't know if I can stream while I'm doing that. I'll probably drop. I don't want to get the phone grossed. Am I balding? Decide for yourself. I think the answer is pretty universally yes. But you can decide. Let me comb it over so really to hide it. Actually, I'll just put it straight up like that. That's the hair. In its natural state, I'll do the full showcase. Nice and slow. Gonna make you pump like that. Looks cute. Listen, dude, I hope you better be a girl or something, man. Pure Kino. I don't know what I just did that was Kino cute. Listen, man, you better be a girl or something, because if you're talking like that and you're a dude, you got a problem. I'm not having any dude call me cute. That's weird. That's kind of creepy, man. That's a little weird territory. Not to call you out like this. I mean, sure, you can say whatever you want to say. Obviously, an old fat weeb. Yeah, pretty much. I am. Well, no, I'm not phobic. I just don't like the gay people. Skeleton in a hoodie. Am I sexy? Says Tinkle. No. Probably not. That's something you can do about it. I'm not. What I got going for me is my incredible personality and buff physique. I got I got the pump. Oh, I got the pump going. Oh, it's going big. Oh, gotta eat big, gotta get big. You guys, I gotta get my hat back. When does the killing start, Skipper? Well, from what I've heard, the 4th. They're gonna try and get everyone on the 4th. They're gonna make the 4th the day to attack suburban America. But I'm no expert. I'm merely a man. How to become a janitor doesn't do it for free? Well, I'll tell you how. Step 1 is get your own website, and then you pay for that. Once you start paying for your own website like I do, you're no longer doing it for free. You are paying to become a janitor. You are giving your money to be a janitor, essentially. That's what I do. Which I'm fine with. I have to pay the price for everyone else. so that everyone else can survive on this lonely little island of the internet that we're on. We can all get our little raft boat and flow down the tide of shit that's coming forth from Dup's ass. You guys like ass? I'm not necessarily an ass man. Sounds power hungry / cope. Maybe. It's lowering. I don't have ads on my website at all. There are no ads on my website. It's entirely ad free. And that's a fact. I do not have ads on my website. Yeah. Hello, Skipper. It's time to come to our Delfino. It's time to bring the Wahui. Haha, Mirav, big time. Haha, big time Rashu. Big time Ras. But yeah, my site is also exactly what I make it out to be. It's no spring chicken place. I look old. I look damn old. Oh my god. I don't look good. What happened to me? I look kind of like shit, actually. I look better with the hat off. At least then you can see the color in my hair. Oh boy. Yeah. Put this back in this case. There we go. What did everyone do today? You all just sit around and... So I call this TV chan. tvch.moe. Type that into your address bar. tvch.moe. It's on the web ring. All the rest of the web ring people are on there. It's the last refuge of 8chan, or what was left of it. That's what I like to call it. Although there's Mark runs 8chan, kind of runs 8chan.moe. That's probably closer to what 8chan wanted to be. Mine's just the TV community from 8chan, and a couple other communities that were lost in the wind. This glows. Listen, man. I'm probably on like... This glows so hard. I know people think they want to think. Like, literally, I'm probably on a bunch of Fed watch lists. And I get scared of that every single fucking day I go out, okay? So I understand your paranoia. But I can guarantee 100% that a TV chan is about as glow-free as it gets. There's no glow in here. We're Terry-oriented. Smart board. Fed. Honestly, man. Any attacks? No. I don't have any attacks planned. I don't attack people. The only people I attack is people in a wrestling match. One-on-one, mano-y-mano, in a legal sporting competition. Anything else I'm not into. I'm not into the whole go crazy, die hard cowboy shit. You know, you gotta go out there and kill every last person you hate. That's not me. You can't do that kind of shit. You know, I do my best to run like a as good site as possible. What up, bro? What's up? Active self-defense. Listen, I've done it before and I'll do it again. I'll defend myself from anyone who attacks me. The Terrant Dup, the waifu posters, if they return, glow in the darks. I'll fight the glow in the dark in real life. I'll go one on one with him. He can't have his federal buddies with him, but if there's a glow guy, if there's a federal agent who wants to go one on one with me right now, he's watching, monitoring me. If he wants to resolve things, just face me like a man. I'm a man. I'll take it. I'm sure he could kick my ass, but I'll take the hits and I'll get back up. Not sure if he can say the same. But my statement has always been this and always will be this. I'm not afraid of people. I'll take people on. I'll get my ass kicked if I need to. If I have to track you down to defend myself from you and your family, I will. I don't need a friend. Your glow site is dead and you are a LARPer. I'm no god. Don't defend me. I don't need you to defend me, man. My stance has always been the same. This dude's got a problem with how I run my website, how I do things. If the Terrant Dup wants to stop hiding behind his little internet usernames and wants to face me like a man, because I wouldn't give him post per day to even get. I think we have pretty good Eastern. I haven't checked the last couple of days. If he wants to face me like a man, if you want to face me like a man instead of being a coward, do it. I know you're sad because I didn't make V on your shitty Bing Bing Wahoo board, but the thing is, it's never gonna happen. And if you have a problem with how I run my site and how I live my life, how about you get out from behind your fat, stupid fucking monitor and come on down to Geneva, Illinois, where you and I will tussle in the tango, and I'll crack your skull open like a bottle of pina colada mix, and we'll shake you up and stir you around, and I'll throw you into the river where you'll mix away into the dust. You want to fuck with me? You want to fuck with me? We can fuck with me. We'll take you on. Don't think I'm not wise to your jive talk, mister. I know you're there looking on. Well, don't worry. If you got something to say, you come find me. Fuck Geneva, even. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Be anywhere you want. You can find me. I'm well known where I live, what I do. Find me, and we'll take this downtown. But I'm not coming to you. Let me make this clear. I'm not going to come to you. I'm not going to bother you in your life. Because you live your life, and I respect the way you live your life. I would never, ever do something that would put you in harm's way. But you want to put me in harm's way? You can come and get me. You want to know? I'm not sending nobody. You want to talk shit? How about you shut up and come do something about it? Hey, about this. Who's less of a LARPer? Who's a cripple? Somebody ran a better site than you. Hot Wheels did run a better site than me when he wasn't retarded, but he became a retard and he shut down his own website. Let me break this down to you. Okay? If you want your video game board Terrant up, you can come fight me for it. How about that? You win, you get your board. Fuck, I'll give you the whole site for all I care. But you gotta come fight me. No other stipulation. There's no other way. And you tried to take down the website with your stupid tactics, but it didn't work. We're still going strong. Dunk's a great board. TV is a great board. So is Dup. I got 3 great boards on one good site. You can't beat that. And there's plenty of V's in the web ring to satisfy your fucking video game discussion. Falling for a Fed loop? Listen, alright. I'm telling a story here. Here's the story. Boogaloo Boys are a Fed trap. It's not about feds. It's not about nothing. It's about me and you tearing up mano y mano. I don't care how powerful your botnet is. The fact you're here means you're jealous. You'll never have the sway and power that TV Chan had. You'll never get it back. You tried to ruin it, but you couldn't. But you'll never come back. You want done? You want this? I'll give it to you. Hands on a silver platter. All you gotta do is come and take it. Like 5 posts a day, is it? Gotta move around my room. Listen, I've been busy. I haven't had time to check the site. Let's see what the site index stuff says. No, we still get pretty good posts per hour. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm no glow in the dark. TV is 7 posts per hour. Yeah, according to the WebRing stats, we're whatever. Let's see what the site stats say. Hmm. 5,400. Site's actually dead. Oh no. I mean, Duck just got 1,000 posts in a day. I mean, Dunk. And TV itself gets about 300 to 400 posts a day, it looks like. Yeah, about 400 posts a day. It's not bad. I'll take it. Dup. About 200, 300 posts. Yeah, it's not doing the best it could be, but it's doing all right. Listen, guys. I'm done. I'm done playing stupid shit. Zach is back, by the way. I didn't know Zach was back. Where's he at? But yeah, I'm okay with Bane becoming fit. I'm okay with the direction the site's going in right now. It's good. Sorry, I just connected for a second there. I didn't mean to. What's my end game? Just want to hang out, man. Just want a place to talk about movies and dunk post. Just want a dunk post for God's sake. Nah, man, I get it. I've been informed I'm a Fed. I'm not. I understand the tactic though. Just keep calling me a Fed, and eventually people will think it's true, and then I won't be able to get rid of the stigma. You know, I get it. It's a classic tactic. You can keep trying. Across all Chan sites. Listen, I've built up, I think, hopefully enough goodwill with everyone to understand that I'm just trying to make things good. I'm trying to make a good place for people to post. That's all. I just want a place where people can post nicely and normally about anything but video games. All Israeli IPs. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm not even sure how much traffic we get from Israel. I'm not even sure if I can do that. I feel like there's a lot of VPNs that go through Israel. TV Chain does not have IP logs. We have zero IP information stored at all times. And that's a fact. The only thing we have is Cloudflare data, which is stored through Cloudflare. But and like you get like your region and stuff through that, but like that's it. The actual site itself holds no real IPs. Make a fit board? No, I'm besides TV. There's gonna be no traditional TV. I guess Woo. There's gonna be no traditional board names. It's gonna be. I mean, I think we're done making boards for a while. No offense. No, I do not scrape IPs or IP log anything. Once it gets V and A, no. First of all, it's never getting an A because TV. You can post anime on TV, and I will never allow a V any ever. If you want a V, come fight me for it. Otherwise, it's not happening. No, fuck. I'm not doing a V. What I have against V? I don't want to talk about video games. I don't like talking about video games, and I don't want to host a video game board site. I also the main reason I don't like V is because I think V should be its own website, separate from TV Chan. V is a big enough board that it needs to be its own website. It does not need to be on TV Chan. I'm not inherently anti all V boards, but I don't want to host it. That's just all there is. I don't want to be for a video game board. Yeah, also video game boards just send into porn posting usually, which I guess kind of sometimes happens on Dunk too, but it's less so. Do I love black people? Go No, I do not love them. I don't have to love them at all. It's the ochre fear the juicy mark. No, 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 no. I don't like seeing the asshole. It's gross. Thoughts on Wreckful? I haven't watched Wreckful. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Brie Larson. Here's why I'm starting the stream. Brie Larson made a YouTube channel. Let's watch along this video. Why is Brie Larson starting a YouTube channel? Only a Fed would do this. No, actually, unfortunately, this is the illegal form of torture in all federal states. This is an illegal form of torture that I'm making you subjected to right now. Anti-racist rhetoric. Now, the plan is not to move over all the boards. The plan of the web ring is for every board to be its own site. The only reason I've had so many boards to begin with is just because there's been no site sprung up for a lot of these. Like, there's been no real political board besides DUP on the web ring that's like been like an overall political board. I mean, there's fascist and monarchy, I guess, but that's a little bit different. Or anarchy, monarchy, whatever they are. Um, I guess some of the Joulet stuff, but like, there's no like for because it's the 8chan TV. This is the 8chan's TV board. It was a different community. It's a different site entirely. Like the difference between 8chan and 4chan TV is leagues different. Hi. And 4chan TV, I agree. But I didn't. I am not the. I was not the board owner of 8chan V. That was Mark. Mark has his own site you can post on there. But if you don't like Mark, that's fine. Make your own website. There was a huge difference between 8chan V and 4chan V. I'll agree with that. But I do not run. I did not run 8chan V, and I don't ever plan to run in an alternative to V. I'm not a V board owner. I'm not that well versed in video games. I'm not. I don't really know how to run that board. Frankly, it's not my thing. I'm not going to make a V. No, someone else should make their own website, and I will gladly walk you through. You can email me, and I will gladly step by step walk you through how to get a secure server that you can run your website off of. And I can put you on the web ring. I can put you in contact with Robbie. We'll add you in, and you'll all be in. Yeah, it's true. You can't say the N word on 4chan. It's bad. So yeah, I mean, the whole point of WebRing. Okay, so hypothetically, say TV Chan shuts down tomorrow by accident, like say the servers get pulled or the domain gets blacklisted or something. Do you own your own web server? No, I'm renting from someone. I'm not going to reveal who, because then people will use it to go find them. But yeah, no, there's a lot of options. I can give you the one that Robbie uses for Jouet, and they're pretty good. The whole point of the web ring is that if one site goes down, there's a bunch of other sites in the web ring you can use to hop around and then wait on those websites until the site comes back up, or the board gets made on a new website or something, or a new version of the website springs up with a new domain and a new server, whatever. The whole point is to keep people connected no matter what. And if everything is on one site, that defeats the entire purpose. The whole point is to use every site on the web ring. Not every single site, but most of the sites on the web ring should be used frequently. That's my opinion, at least. I mean, Zchan and Smug have VNA if you want their VNA, but I understand the Smug V is very difficult and different from like a regular. We're up late. We're up litty tonight. Like, those are a lot of main reasons. I mean, some of it's just because the guy spurred out of me, but tell me, why does he wear the mask? Bane. Akun is kind of dog shit. That's why we're in this mess to begin with. If Akun launched properly, we wouldn't be in this mess. But that's just how things were. I also don't think it's as bad as it was when it first launched, but it's still not great. Oh yeah, here's PRTBC. What up? My encyclopedia bro. Here for getting litty tonight. Akun does have a V. But I'm not an Akun alternative. I'm a TV site. The site's mainly designed around TV. It's /Liddy. I'm not a full Akun alternative. I'm simply a TV board site. It's a site dedicated to TV. I made DUP because there was no political board on the website. 2 parts of the New Zone update, sweet. I wonder if I could submit my Zach post. You think he'd take it? I think I should make my Zach post and submit it to that. I think it would be funny. Thanks for that compliment. I did get a haircut. Can you post my video on TV? Loosely. How about this? I'll make a compromise. You can make threads about. I'm not gonna make this a major rule, but I will not delete your threads on video games on TV as long as there's not like more than one or two of them on the whole catalog. You know, keep it small, keep it smart. Don't just post about video games because you want to talk about video games. Make it something that's interesting and you want to talk about. Make it like a important thread, a good thread. As long as you make a good thread out of it. Listen, if the thread is good, the thread is good. That's always been my stance on it. And I allowed video games a little bit back on 8chan TV. So I'd be willing to talk about allowing people to talk about video games on TV as long as it's not just whining about wanting a video game board. Dawn has been at MI because of family, yeah. I was the board owner of 8chan's TV. That was my board on 8chan. I mean, I inherited it from someone else, but by the end of the site's death, I was the owner of 8chan TV. That was my board. And I did allow video game posts on there at some point, just to keep things fresh and fun. About movies about gay sex, not allowed. No faggots allowed on TV. You gotta be straight, you gotta be cool, and you gotta be funny. 3 rules. Movie-based videos, like, yeah, that's fine. If you want to talk about video game-based movies, that's fine. Or even just want to talk about like a movie game or something, you know, like Last of Us 2, that'd be fine to talk about on the board, I think. Um, you know, but like no generals, no fucking Gamergate generals, no hentai game general, no amateur game dev general, none of that like boring shit. Like make it a make if you feel there's a good thread to make the good thread. Up the floodgates for damn Mark logs, maybe. But the main thing is that I don't want this to turn into Mark V because I'm Mark's my friend, but I did not ever use Mark V because all it ended up being was like these generals about shit that I don't care about, or it's like 4 a.m. threads. It's like no. If you want V board culture, keep posting about YouTubers on V. No, you can't. Mark is very rule cut. But I consider YouTubers TV. Yeah, YouTubers are television and movies. Yeah. hmm I would consider that, yeah. I may have deleted a Angry Joe video thread earlier today. I forget, did I? I might have. Um, if that's the case, I apologize, but you know, it's just yeah. You can post nostalgia critic. I suppose that'd be a good way to is like a this guy reviews video game or something, but it's pretty PewDiePie general. No generals. Okay, I'm gonna make. I should make that a rule. Um, no generals allowed. I mean, film club is one thing, but I do not like fucking generals. I just don't like the way like a V board is usually run. It turns into Vita General or whatever. It's like don't make things about consoles. Just left like he was doing truly federal activity. Oh man, I deleted a post that I didn't like. Oh, I deleted a post I didn't like. Oh, I abused my power at last. Just don't turn this into a boring fucking bad site. That's the main thing, man. Yeah, it hurt Dup in the long run. I mean, it gave us a lot of post per hours on Dup, but it really hurt Dup in the long run, I think, and having generals to begin with. And I'm not sure what the solution was besides just banning them outright, or what I did now is just hand the board over to someone else and let him run it. Listen, right now Dup's out of my control. If Dup goes down, or whatever, down in post quality or post per hour, that's I mean, I feel bad, but it's also not in my hands anymore. And I can't put a lot of effort into it. I mean, I still consider it a place where you can talk about politics, which is the whole point. Dup's not dead, but it's a lot slower than it was. Before it was at the top board on the web ring. Now it's like in like the 5th or 6th spot, which is fair. Um, I did what I could, but a degree of people shitting up the board deliberately with spam, combined with the new management, I don't think people liked it. But it's not my board anymore, really. It's someone else's, and I'm happy to host it. But the whole point is that you have a place to talk about politics if you want to. But it does not need to be a immediate. I don't really care about popularity or success. I just care about there being the option. Fortunate time too for grand opening. I know. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things people want to talk about. I mean, Dup needs to get BTFO. That's a fact. But I'm just not an expert, man. I'm just not. I don't have all the answers. I can give you some things. I mean, some things sounds good. No VG. It's VG is just V. I mean, people can call it whatever they want. A video game board is a video game board. I don't like generals. I don't like VG. I don't like any of the V boards, really, and I don't want to host them. And you should make your V is a big enough board to get its own site. That's my staunch opinion. I will not make a V board, all right, because V should have its own site. And I know there's plenty of barriers for you people, but I set it up. My dumbass man should set up a website, okay, and I pay for it. As long as you have a job, you can set up your own website, and that's what you should do. Take one of your video game purchases every month you make, or whatever you fucking do with your money, and don't. It's like $30 a month. We was Congo bongos. I know a lot of people are poor. I get that. It's tough. Oh man, this has gone on long enough. Anyways, I hope I answered all your questions. Sorry this turned into a meta stream. I didn't want to answer meta questions because it feels like the meta stuff should stay on the site. I know people were talking about that. What do I do as a job? I'm not going to dox myself, buddy, but I'll say this. I do a manual labor job, which I get paid a decent wage, which you can get too. Solos with his mom. If you're in college, try and finish. If you're in over halfway in terms of credits and money, just try and finish, man. If you put up the money, you should try and finish it out. Try and get your degree quick. But if you're not halfway and if you've not reached like half your credit load or whatever, get out. Just drop it now. You can always try and go back later. Drop out and get a job. Get a real job. Manual labor is not great, but it's better than fucking nothing if you have to do it. Don't work in a restaurant. What if I just failed? If you just failed, then I'm sorry. Click bridge tolls. Yes, pay the toll. Yeah, pay the toll. Now hold it right there, Buster. You're gonna need to pay a hefty fine for that there load. Why don't you just drop that trailer right where you're walking and walk away? No, here's my advice. My real advice for all you young adults. Get a job. Make sure it pays well. Anything less than $12 an hour, you're getting ripped off because you're worth more than that. No customers, no retail, no food service. Unless you're working real good in, like if you look, let's do like a decent job in like a restaurant, like a chef or a sous chef or something. It's not a real career. Don't do it. The hours will be shit. You will feel like dog shit. You will not recover from it. You'll be forced to work weekends, and restaurants are a bad thing to get into right now, anyways. So no retail, no food service. Move out of your expensive area. That's a tough choice to make. It's a tough choice to move. It's actually really expensive to move. I know. But sell out your old shit. Pack up your stuff. And get somewhere better. Actually, just in general, if you're living in any kind of city, you should get really the fuck out of the city. Even if you have to move to like a nearby suburb, that's better than being in the city. I guarantee you it is better. You know, move to like it is very possible if you're living in a big city to get to an area that is not the big city within a day, like a couple hours. You have to get out of the main city. Like if you're in Chicago, go to one of the Chicago suburbs. If you have to live in one of the crappier ones, it's better than being in the middle of the city. You're in Texas, go to one of the smaller towns around the borders of the Austin or Houston area. Just get out of the city centers. That's important, both for your safety and for your financial security. Rent first, but eventually buy land. California is expensive everywhere near the coast. You're right. Which is why here's a bitter pill you're going to have to swallow. Move away from the coast. It's better and better for you to get away from the coast. Bite the bullet. Or better yet, get out of California. Go to Nevada, go to Oregon, go to Utah. There's plenty of places on the west side. You can go up to, if you're up north, go to Oregon or Washington, and get out of the coast area. You gotta get out of the coast. The West Coast is too expensive to live in. If you want to live on a coast and make it not expensive, uh, go East Coast. And by East Coast, I don't mean New York. I mean like, Virginia, that kind of area. Or probably even better yet, go to Warehouse Gang. Yep, Warehouse Boys. Gotta lift those pallets, brother. Move if you really need a coastline. Like seriously, Minnesota, man. I mean, it's a shitty state, but we have the most coastline out of any state in the country. So I'm saying there's lakes. Go to a lake, man. You'll be surprised at how little you miss the ocean when you go to a lake. Anyways, back on to the Dupp question. Dupp will not win 2020. He will get BTFO'd. Biden will also not win. Both will die before the election, and there will be new candidates put into place. Biden for sure will die. I'm not sure about Dupp, but I think Biden will be dead before the election from corona. He will die from corona, and whoever his VP pick will run instead. I'm dead serious. That's going to happen. Biden's going to fucking die from corona, and they're going to blame Trump and say, your actions killed your political candidate. Your failure as president killed his president. Yeah, your political candidate. And he's going to get impeached for that, too. He's going to get impeached for killing Joe Biden. He'll be murdered. Even though he didn't actually kill the dude. Oh, God, that's gay. Oh, Jeb. Do you have Jeb versus Dupp was the election? I'd vote Jeb. Oh. Dude, I'd be down for a Jeb. We should have put Jeb into office. It would have been much better than what we have right now. Like, honestly. There's no feminons, there's just LARPers. Listen, buddy. The feminons can only post on the site if they suck my fat cock. If you want to post on the site, you have to pay the toll. You have to pay the Harvey toll. You gotta drive up to Minnesota. Everyone a faggot. That's a good question. If you want to be a feminine on the site, want to be a female on my website, you have to come up to the Minnesota and, give me some blowy joeys, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get that BJ time. And if you want to continue, and if you want to post your pictures of yourself on the website, let's see if I'm gonna go for it. I started watching Feel No Girlfriend. Terribly edited documentary. Really poorly constructed and poorly edited film. I'm glad people. It's relatively fair to the discussion, I guess, which is good. But I would say that, no, I would not like the. What was I even talking about? Oh, I'm fucking losing it. Yeah, no, I did not like the movie To Feel No Girlfriend. I've tried watching the Gunstream live, and we cut it off because it was so fucking boring. It was just fucking terrible. It's all about Twitter too, which is such a narrow view of the incel stuff. They would Me Too you. They can try, they would fail. In the next 20 years, yes, it's going to happen this year. There's going to be a civil war this year. They're going to try and take down Mount Rushmore, and that's going to cause a lot of people to be pissed. Compot and Friends. Listen, I don't hate Compot, but that's a terrible movie, and it just it just isn't good. It's just a bunch of Twitter people rambling about their lives. It's it doesn't get to the root of what the incel stuff comes from, which I've discussed before. It's female dominance over the relationship power structure in society. It's a documentary, and my roommate has a film camera now, a high quality production video camera, so I could if I wanted to. I have editing software. I have the means. The only thing I don't have is audio recording equipment, so I just have to buy that. Maybe get some music for it, I guess. I have to hire a musician. Yeah. Who the fuck thinks the earth is hollow? The earth is not hollow. So with a roommate, how old are you? I'm 23 years old. I just got out of college like a couple months ago, and we're moving out of our apartment into a house. Buy some weights first, Janny. No. I work a physical labor job. My weights are pallets and boxes. I move shit all day, and I get bulk. You want to see some bulks? You want to see some gains? I think you're my age. I literally look 10 years younger than you. Because you don't look good like I do. Listen, baby, okay? You're a little child. What did I major in? Nothing. General studies. What did I major in? No guns. No guns. Just flex. Watch me look like terrible. Ethnicity? I'm Irish. 100% Irish. I'm Irish American. I mean, I'm American, but my family all comes from Ireland. Let me show you. Oh, yeah. Look at those bugs. Those gigantic guns. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Movies, music, and video. I normally would agree with you, but those are going to run out. They're not producing new television. They're not producing new movies. And the musicians have, for some reason, stopped making music. The only people who are making things are video game companies. And pretty soon they're going to run out too, because they're just backstocked on stuff. Oh God, no. It's going to happen. There's no sports. There's no bars to go to. There's no drinking. There's no sex for people who don't already live with their girlfriends. There's no casual sex anymore. That's gone. Listen, I agree. Normally, people would be just too comfortable. But right now, people aren't comfortable. They are very uncomfortable. They're very uncomfortable. They have a lot of idle time on their hands. And right now, it's hot. It's hot as balls out. It's apparently dust cloud coming in. Listen, it's going to be bad. Things aren't good. You wear a mask when you leave the house? Yeah, I wear one when I go to work. I don't wear one in some cases, like when I go to the store, because it's hard for me to breathe in them. I have asthma. It restricts my breathing too much. But yeah, I do wear a mask usually, mostly because I have to. It's like a requirement in the state, both in the state and also my job. So I just do it. However, wearing a mask does nothing for you. If you think wearing a mask protects you from anything, you're wrong. Full hazmat. If you were wearing a full hazmat suit, you'd be safe. If you had an N95 mask, you'd be safe. If you had a gas mask on, you'd be safe. Anything else, you're not safe. It's a placebo. It makes you feel better about yourself. That like, oh, I'm doing something. I mean, like, yeah, do you have corona? It stops you from spreading it a little bit, but it's not going to stop you from catching corona. You're going to catch it. Brothers. My brothers. Listen, brothers. I ain't no chicken shit. One of blank in the blank. Catch these hands, bad boy. Look at those big middies. Yeah. Listen, man, it's all about bulk season. I'm not excited for the Civil War. It will be bad. A lot of people are gonna die. I don't like people dying. I don't know why people like. Everyone online is all cool with people dying and like blowing shit up and stuff. It's not gonna be good. I don't want anyone to die. Even the people, like honestly, even the people who like, even the niggers. So we're on that alternative server for streaming. Yes, I am. Robbie hasn't messaged me back in a long time. I will be using Bitwave in the meantime. That'll be my stopgap until I can get a real streaming server set up. But yeah, so Bitwave will be for a little bit until I can get something better set up. Mostly because I want people to be able to go through me to set up streaming for the side tube, so anyone can stream at any time. And it won't have to be through Bitwave or anything. I mean, I can show people how to set up a Bitwave. I mean, that's pretty easy. But ideally, it won't just be me streaming movies. There'll be a lot of people. But yes, eventually movies will be back. Xander wins again. Yep, it all comes back to Bitwave. So I just don't want my friends and family to die. We got a lot of family spread out all over the country and all over the world, really, in multiple countries. I've got friends all over the country in multiple countries. You know, they will all get really hurt. Scratch chat rises again. Yeah, I gotta bring it back. I just can't. I mean, I could stream tonight on the gun stream or tomorrow maybe, but I'll be busy. But like most of the weeks, I can't stream. Besides the one time I can stream is the gun slot. That's it. Literally, that's the only time, and I'm not joking because of my work schedule. Are Albanians white? It's like asking if the Irish are white. Cosmopolitan orc. Yeah. Listen, I'm enjoying the internet stuff while I can because I know it's gonna be gone soon. You gotta select the time slot. I just don't get it. Like, why are people so obsessed with watching it? Albanians are white then. uh, Listen, I don't think anything's going down anytime soon. But I know it doesn't last forever. I know this shit doesn't go forever. I know there's an end gap to this stuff. Eventually, these sites will either become forced to only allow certain things on. The era of anyone being able to make anything they want is soon going to come to an end. It's going to be less social and more just media. I think my website will still exist. Listen, man, I don't know. Probably. I mean, dating any woman is kind of a risk at this point. But if you're happy and you're not gay, it's she's not black, I guess. So, whatever. Like, listen, my website will remain for as long as I can keep it up, which will be whenever. And beyond that, I just hope we have a good time. I just want to have a good time with all of you. So pick and choose now because they can be. They have the power in relationships. Women, the power in dating has with the dating's like social circle, the power in that has shifted entirely towards the female. Women are the only one who have power in society sexually. They control when sex happens. They control who they date. Everything. I do agree that America should focus its war on terror by raiding all the haunted houses across the USA. I do agree. Society word? Oh, I mean nigger. No. Going around or call post per hour appropriately. Is 80 Ukrainian rule true? I don't know. Probably. I mean, sure, attractive men. You know, attractive men gets pretty good. But yeah, but the percentage of men who are attractive nowadays are very low. It's like Ron Perlman right now. I'll thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Like modern day Ron Perlman or like Hellboy Ron Perlman. I don't mind looking like Ron Perlman. I've looked worse. People say I look like Shrek. I think Ron Perlman's an upgrade. I'm not saying women. Biggest problem we have in society is today, pianos falling down from windows. Why are you posting norm jokes, buddy? Jabba the Fast, not Shrek. We all got fat. It's true, everyone getting fat did hurt. Tucker Carlson probably could run for president. Um, the problem with his stuff is like the rant part of his rants are spot on. Like you watch his stuff and like he like goes off like on stuff and it's like yeah, yes, yes, that's it, that's the shit. And then he goes on to say the solution, of course, is the Republican Party, and it's like, oh man, dude, come on, you have to be so obvious about it. Like just like I understand what you're saying, man, but like you need to drop the partisan politics and just like advocate for policies here. Drop the party stuff and say, listen, if the Republicans aren't going to do this, we the people need to. We need to stand up for ourselves. But no, Tucker could probably run and probably would win. He's the highest rated talk show on cable by like a long shot. So that's the way it is. Bless you. I also love Norm. Norm's my favorite comedian of all time. Turn off your TVs and study history. No, so you don't have to do that. You can only watch us. Listen, you can still watch television. It's not that hard. It's not. I think you're going. Yeah. I'm not saying you. Listen, Norm Macdonald was on television. Just for demographic reasons. I agree. But listen, I don't care about politics. Let's talk about television. You can still watch television, but you cannot watch political television. You can't watch the news. The only thing you should watch on television is potentially if you like sports, live sports. And that includes like pro wrestling or whatever. Cartoons from the early days. And maybe like an actual comedy show or something, like a variety show. It's just light entertainment. You can't consider it like a way of like learning things. It's just a way to like pass the time. You know, it's not something serious. Simultaneously, uh, the best way to watch television is to watch old TV. Remember Colbert was decent. I kind of like his gimmick back in the beginning, but you know, it's just well, what's his? Now that it's clearly all about like clearly you look at his old stuff and like you watch his new stuff. It's like you can see a lot of the new stuff in his old stuff now. Big list of names. Now listen, you can't give TV energy. You cannot write lists of stuff on TV down. That's bullshit. Don't give television your energy. Never commit yourself to watching a show over and over again. Watch it on your time, download it, and watch it on your time. Television is a way to pass the time and have a good thing when you're tired and you don't feel like doing anything else. You want to manually entertain yourself? You know, go read a book or play games, you know, or listen to music or dance or something. There's plenty of things you can do if you have energy. Danny Griffith, good Chicago. You know what? If you have an antenna, you can get a lot of good stuff on television. You can get old TV shows, old movies. Watch his own movie on television, like antenna television the other day. It was called The Jayhawkers. Great fucking movie. I loved it. It's an old western about the Kansas like seceders, about like a guy who tried to become like a mini Napoleon. It's good. Manual entertainment. Listen, there's plenty of like things that require like mental effort, and this is an important thing if you work. If you actually work a real job 9 to 5, sometimes you just come home and you don't have any mental like energy at all. You're just tired because you worked all day. So you just want to sit back, relax, and do nothing. But sometimes you can't just do nothing because your brain goes crazy when you just do nothing. So you turn on television, you listen to music. For me, doing nothing is like reading manga or writing posts or shit posts or watching a YouTube video. But for a lot of people, it's watching TV, and I don't see any harm in that as long as you don't turn it into a active thing. You cannot make watching television like an active thing you do, just something that you kind of do to pass the time. Down with the Wind, Birds of a Nation, yeah, great movies, and they still show them on antenna TV. You know, they're not going to take that shit off. It's fucking classics. Yeah, see you. Good night, bro. I'm gonna probably go sleep here too. I gotta go to bed. But I hope you understand my point. What you should all do, I would get an antenna because I'm serious. You should get an antenna for your TV if you want, because cable's going out and eventually internet's going to go out too. So over the air transmission's gonna be one of the last things we got because like you need a radio and you need an over the air TV antenna. You need those things. You need to purchase those things now. You need to purchase a good one. You need one that has a good strength. You can't get addicted to drugs because eventually drugs will run out and then you'll be addicted to nothing that you can get. Ham radios. Yeah, get ham radios, get ways so you can strip back. But even if you can't afford a ham radio, just get a radio. Because eventually things are going to go down. Your only way of communicating with other people is going to be through television and radio. You need to. You need to have something, and you can't rely on cable and internet forever. Those things will go away. But over-the-air things is something like anyone with a good signal, anyone with a power and a antenna like signal booster can produce and shoot out there. That's all I'm saying, man. You need to. I mean, you need to have a lot of books. You need to stock up on books and maybe not read them right away. Just have books that you would maybe want to read one day, and like physical books, not digital books, like actual physical books that you can own. Get an antenna and get radio, because I think a lot of the things that you're going to be scared about, you're going to have access to. You're going to have access to food and shelter, probably. I think that stuff's not going to go away, but they're going to start cutting off our entertainment soon, and it's going to be bad. Once I think the internet's going to be fucked soon, same with cable and everything. You got to prepare for that shit, because the internet goes down for long. If power goes out, that's going to be bad. Okay, printer. 3D printer would be good for you, man, but you have to have a computer to use it. And if you don't have a computer, you're kind of fucked. Still cross mountain Glens. Listen, that we don't need to do that stuff. Get a ham radio. Those things can be battery powered. They can be solar charged even. Get a solar charged one if you can, and communicate with people that way. Shout out stuff like that. You're gonna need to know how to communicate with people. And I'm gonna be setting up ways. Prestition printer. You can emboss. Learn how to write, dude. Get some pen and paper. It's plenty. But what you really need to do, and get board games and like Dungeons and Dragons pen and paper type games, like stuff like that. Do all that shit you need to get, and get the physical copies of the books if you need to, or print out a copy of a PDF or something. Have it ready to access. Have it ready to use. Have it ready to go. Because we could be coming up on a period of 8 to 9 months of no internet, and you will go crazy, and people around you will go crazy, and you will need to find things to do. And it starts with turning off cable, turning off everything, watching good old-fashioned movies. Even if the overall internet goes down, you'll still have your local network with your router if you have your computer still up. So get a Plex server, download a ton of movies. That's what you gotta do, man. I don't know what I could see there being no internet soon. They could take it away. No internet because of blackouts. Yeah, I could see that people shutting down the internet for terrorist reasons, for people because people are white supremacists or something. I don't know, because it's a way of coordinating attacks against healthcare officials. Could be a variety of reasons. I mean, they could just internet ISP companies could just go down one day. We don't know. Something to prepare for. I always prepare for. Everyone preps for the worst stuff, but you have to prep for the long game and prep entertainment that you can reliably use and ways of communication. Yeah, LAN parties would be good. Get your original Xbox out, play some Halo 2. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. So thank you all for coming out. Remember, buy a ham radio. You'll know my call sign. My call sign will be the ghoul. If you're in Minnesota and you hear the ghoul on the radio, you know you have a friend in me. That's important. I'll direct you to the compound. The compound that I'm building in the Northwoods, where we can all escape when things go down. Trust me, we'll have Scrabble there. We'll also have food and shelter for you. But you gotta find me first. And I'm not gonna give you directions now. Get a ham radio and get ready to use it.